Well, hey folks, coming at you from the woods right outside Cascade, Idaho. And I really do believe that every person who's worth their salt, who has a heart for adventure, really should have a good quality pocket knife right in their pocket 24/7. So as I was contemplating the mysteries of pocket knives, I was really asking myself, what is a pocket knife that everyone should own, that's accessible for the average user? Me as a blade addict, it's easy for me to go spend $200 on a pocket knife and not break a sweat, but I know that's not really feasible for the average consumer. And so what's something that has great price point, but also great performance, and that just fits a niche for just about every person, guy and gal alike? I really believe it does come down to one series of knives that you could really recommend to anyone, and that's going to be the Buck 110 and the Buck 112 slim series of knives. And today I want to give you 5 reasons on why I think everyone should own this blade. All right, number one is performance, right? These blades have got to perform, otherwise why are you carrying it? And with the larger 110 having a 3.75-inch blade and the smaller 112 having that 2.75, you're gonna get a lot of different options depending on how you think you're gonna use the blade. More for harder, bigger, outdoor tasks, the 110 makes sense. For more compact, around town, going to the office, open some packaging here and there, the 112 probably makes a little bit more sense. But these blades have really been made without much variation for decades at this point because they perform. They do what they're supposed to do. With the 420 high carbon, with the great heat treat that Buck is known for, these are very easy to resharpen. They hold their edge well for that type of steel. And with the hollow grind, these are wicked slicers that can do so much for you, regardless if you're going through the man-made materials like cardboard and cordage, or if you're doing carving and whittling, or even food prep or game processing. The blade shape, as well as the steel that they decide to go with, fighting off a lot of rust, really does work well for a big plethora of tasks, regardless if you're more of an outdoorsman or if you're just someone that wants to carry a pocket knife to the office and from point A to point B in your daily living. And with that simple and effective lockback design, easy to disengage and close up, but does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is keep it nice and solid. That's what helps with the performance of this blade. Number two is that it's ergonomically symmetrical. What do I mean by that? I mean that not only righties and lefties can absolutely use every aspect of this knife. Oftentimes a knife is only made for right-handed people, or if you can swap the pocket clip, it's really kind of an afterthought, and a lot of the functionality makes it difficult for lefties. This pocket clip is completely ambidextrous and fits perfectly. Deep ride, really secure. I've hiked many, many miles with this right in my pocket, never been concerned about it popping out and getting lost. But also the handle itself, now this being the Select series, which is a glass reinforced nylon kind of style polymer, even with my large size hands, has tons of real estate to work with. But also the 112 fitting in my hand, and it's not too small. My wife tends to gravitate more to the 112 just because of her smaller sized hands, but you can use it in just about any grip for a long period of time. And the slim now makes it so it fits really well in your pocket, but the thumb studs as well. They are absolutely symmetrical there. So righties and lefties, boom, are easily going to be able to actuate it. That lock is going to be easily actuated. And it's not like that there are certain hand sizes, like if you have a really big hand, you're gonna have a hard time gripping it. This is gonna fit just about anyone on earth. And at the same time, it's not gonna be cut out with these weird notches or things that maybe are gonna create these hot spots. You can grip this thing all day and it's not gonna cause a problem. So it's ergonomically symmetrical. It doesn't leave anyone out in the cold, regardless if you have one hand or two. But I wanna take a moment to talk about today's sponsor. I'm here on a beautiful day hike and I got my Buck with me, and just as trustworthy and reliable on a day hike as a Buck knife is, Health Code Complete Meal Shakes have become a staple with me when I hit the backcountry, when I am either doing a day hike or even if I'm prepping for a backpacking multi-day trip, and everything in between, just around our RV, since we're doing full-time RVing. Wherever it may be, having the access to something that is really a meal replacement. It's not just, a protein powder. It's not just, a bar to kind of get you over, through that little hangry moment that you may have. It really is something that I can take here. It's lunchtime, have my shake, made it right out of this beautiful lake here. And then I'm good for the 1,300 foot elevation climb we have in like a mile and a half. So I mean, it's gonna basically be stair walk up. I've got the energy that I need. I've got the vitamins and minerals that I need that these offer, and it's just something that we have regularly used here at the family, and that's why I want them as a sponsor here, and that's why I tell you guys about them. I never want to tell you guys about something that me and my family aren't regularly using, that really benefits us in some way, and Health Code has really become something that we can rely on when we need that fast meal that's going to be very healthy, no added additives and, artificial flavors and sugars and all those things, and it's going to give us, like 27 grams of protein and 27 grams of healthy fats, and it's keto friendly, non-dairy, like all that stuff that you get with a Health Code meal shake really takes the cake. So we'll have a promo code EATWITH-GT for 15% off your purchase, and we'll have that hyperlink as well as that promo code in the description box below. I encourage you to click that link, let them know that we sent you. When you use that promo code, you're going to get a discount, so it's going to save you money and get you a good healthy meal in the process. So with that, let's go back to this Buck 110, 112 Slim series. Number 3 is pricing. These guys can easily be scored for about $30. If you really hunt around, you can find them on a few sites for under $30. And I will have a few links for you guys below over to GP Knives, Blade HQ, as well as Amazon, so you guys can take a look if one of these two designs, regardless if it's the 112 or the 110 Slim Select, makes sense for you. We do appreciate if you use those hyperlinks that we offer below. But the Select particularly is what I would recommend for most people, because it's hitting that crazy good price point of around $30 to $40. And again, you can easily score it for under $30 if you hunt around a little bit through those links. And so what I love about that is that you're not going to break the bank to have to go purchase a knife like this that has a variety of handle scale colors. You can get bright, vibrant colors. You can get really toned down colors like this gray. They have all sorts of different features. I believe now they have a drop point blade option, and again, sizing. It's not just like, here's a size, deal with it. We got the bigger 110 Slim, we got the smaller 112 Slim. Now in this video, I'm talking about the Select series. There is the Pro version that they do offer that's gonna have a much more premium steel S30V, micarta handle scales. And those are gonna be between like $80 and $100 easily, which for some people, if you wanna pursue that, great. But for the average Joe, I believe that this knife, giving us all the features and capability and performance at this price point, just makes sense for everyone to have in the collection. Number 4 on the list is that these bad boys are still made right here in the good old USA, in the state that I'm currently hanging out in, good old Idaho. That's right, you can pay, guys, $25, if you're lucky, $30 to $35 for a USA made knife with all of these features, with all of these capabilities, which is awesome. So many manufacturers are moving to overseas production to get it down to these prices. And I'm so glad that Buck has stuck with the American worker, the American manufacturer, and still is able to pop these out at good prices, still being made right here in America. So that to me is a huge win, and it's a huge selling point on why everyone should throw one of these in their collection and in their rotation. And number 5 on the list, these are expendable and giftable. That's right, when you're paying around the $30 price point, regardless of the version, you're not really concerned about not only how you're going to use the knife. I have some premium blades that I'm really kind of like touchy about. I don't want to give to people to use and go cut something. I'm kind of like, where am I going to take this? Am I going to go out on a hike? I probably should just carry this, to dinner tonight with my wife. This blade you can use anywhere, beat on it, thrash on it. This model's been with me now for, I believe, 2 years and gone on so many adventures and been super reliable for me. But if for some bad happen chance I left it, I did something way beyond its design and broke it, whatever, okay, another 30 bucks and I go out there and get another one. And with their forever warranty, they're gonna cover so many other things that may happen if there was a defect or another issue. So that's a big bonus as well. And it also means that it's very easy for you to gift to somebody. When you pick up a 110 or 112 Slim in the Select versions, that you can gift them a really cool, good product. You're not going to break the bank and dig into your pocket that deep to give them something that's actually going to perform super well for them, regardless if they're right or left-handed, and they're going to have USA made stamped right there on the blade. So guys, those are the 5 reasons why I believe any person, gal or guy, worth their salt and loves adventure should have one of the Buck 110, 112 series in their collection. I want to hear from you guys. Do you already have one of these in your collection? And if so, how often do you use it? Do you gravitate to it? I use it a lot, and my wife uses the 112 Slim a lot in our travels as we're full-time RVing and just in general because of all the reasons that I've listed with you today. But I look forward to hearing the discussions and the comments below. We appreciate you guys coming over week after week, supporting the channel with your likes, your comments, sharing this video. If you haven't yet subscribed, we're throwing up content like this every single week. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and check out that other video popping up. And until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.